Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Assassin's Creed. Last episode, we were doing some work in the arena, but we need to be level 35 or 33, somewhere around there, in order to actually continue those arena quests. So let's hold off for now. We're back here in Athens, as indicated by us standing on top of the statue of Athena. We have a main quest to go to.
Goddess of war and wisdom.
We do also have some pull marks to get from Spartan leaders, which we have not, even started. That quest we got ages back. Sadly, no Spartan leaders in the interim. It's alright, we'll get there eventually. It's a long-standing quest, so we've got some time. In the meantime, though, we are going to go for this main quest. Mitsuyoshikos has some job for us. I forget exactly what, but we'll find out. Thought for sure she was going to land on that pillar. Sadly, my aim was just a little bit off. Yeah, hopefully we can just keep on the Athenians' good side here. The fact that we're meeting in Athens is probably an indication they want us to kill Spartans, but it's so hard to tell. With Assassin's Creed, we're likely to be playing both sides off of each other here. I mean, even in Assassin's Creed 3, when we're ostensibly working for the rebels, we still had to kill quite a few rebels, so...
Please, someone!
He's asking for help. How do I get in
By the
here?
gods, why did it have to be snakes?
He's got snakes?
Help me!
How the hell do I get in there?
These snakes will kill me!
Alright, can I
Get
just...
me out of here!
Here we go.
Hurry!
Oh,
Kill the snakes before it's too late!
okay. That killed them all. Loot the bodies. Got the vampire fangs. Alright, we're good. How you doing, sir? I mean, is this supposed to be looking like an accidental death because you were tied up? That wouldn't
Blessed
work.
be the god that sent you here. I'd have been eaten alive if it weren't for you.
I don't think they'd eat you.
Yeah.
But they would have certainly killed me. So thank you.
I'm always happy to help someone in need.
The world could do with more like you. Especially now.
Pericles sent me. He was worried about you. You often get tied up and surrounded by snakes?
How can you joke about this? Thugs broke into my home, dragged me here, tied me up and surrounded me with these hideous creatures. They must be stopped.
The snakes?
The thugs!
Kassandra knows that. She's just being a little bit of a dick.
Why would anyone do this?
Politicians are easy targets in these troubled times. When they tied me up, they said I was a snake. That I should die by my own kind.
Okay, kind of poetic. I kind of get it.
Did you recognize the people who did this?
Pericles asked me to go down to the fishing district and talk with the poor and sick, to give them hope. That's how I recognized their voices.
Oh, yes.
They threw rotten food and yelled insults at me. These thugs disguised their faces, but their voices and the stench of fish were unmistakable.
The stench of fish. Okay. So just random fishermen?
Where should I look?
I couldn't see their faces, but I recognized their voices from one of the districts I visited. They're regulars at Cleon's rallies. They live in the flooded part of the city, near the wall.
Alright.
I'll track them down, Metiojos. Don't worry.
Tensions are high right now. At this rate, we'll tear each other apart within the city before the Spartans can breach the walls.
Alright, let's switch weapons, because I think we might need to tackle that fisherman, I guess? It's hard to tell. Probably know exactly where that is, though, so we can just go for it. Can we not open any of these doors? The only way to get inside here is to climb. That's ridiculous. Anything here I can steal? Nothing at all? There's something outside, but that's not quite what I was looking for. Alright. Well, apparently we can't use doors like a regular person. Sandra's got to be special. Be funny, she never learned how doorknobs work. She's just puzzled by the whole concept. Wait a minute, you turn this thing and it turns the mechanism inside that opens the door? That's ridiculous. Doesn't make any sense. That can't be true.
Part of Athens I doubt Pericles is proud to talk about. There has to be a clue around here somewhere.
Alright, investigation area is easy. We just go around with a giant question mark. Oh, hello, guys. And you guys are poisonous, because of course you are.
Snakes. Like the ones that were meant to kill Metiochos.
And almost took me out. Alright, that's an interesting clue, I guess. Yeah, she doesn't go inside doors, so no worries there. That's a very, very dead man.
Snake bites. And someone hid the body. Though I have a feeling this death was an accident.
I mean, is that really hidden? He's not even in the bushes. Does that really count as hidden? There's one upstairs. I see it. Like, if you put it upstairs, that'd be hidden.
It looks like the thugs who attacked Metiochos weren't the masterminds behind this plot.
Now is the time to strike. Pericles corrupt... Oops, okay, never mind. Can't read that.
This must be the house of Metiochos' attackers. But the letter proves they're just tools in someone else's plan. Whose?
What the fuck are you doing sniffing around my house?
You attacked Metiochos. I found the snakes, the letter from your friend, and a body. All here.
Boraktis. We all knew the risks. Change don't happen without a bit of blood being spilled.
Why kill Metiochos with snakes?
We're prisoners in our own city, because of Pericles and his crooked friends. The snake dealer told us it's time to send a message. Time they suffered.
You can't take the law into your own hands. Now I need to decide what to do with you.
Cleon says it's time we took the city back from the elite. Time to fight. Don't matter what you do to us. There will be others who follow our lead.
I mean, he's probably right.
I know someone gave you those snakes. They used you to do their dirty work. I want to know who.
He's a real hero of Athens. No puppet of Pericles is going to stop him.
Could be threatening here, or we could try to convince them. I doubt this guy is very convincible. I think we do this.
Tell me what I want to know, or I'll cut you down right now. Your cause will be forgotten, and so will you.
All right, all right. He's got a camp just outside the walls. Sells his snakes from there.
I mean, he's probably right about them. Thing is, he's probably right about the movement, though. If we kill him, he just becomes a martyr for the cause, right? Or possibly becomes just an unknown. I think we let him go. I'm not wild about the idea, but it's better to cut the head off the snake than to go for the body. These guys are the body. They pointed me towards the leader. Typically how that works is you let the body go when you take out the head. Yeah, okay, let's do this.
It's not too late to make a difference, but we have to work together.
Maybe you're right. You didn't have to show us mercy. But where do we start?
Start here. This district is your home. Ignore the politicians and concentrate on where you can make change.
Thank you. We will try.
That's a
I need
lot
to rid
more
Athens
reasonable
of
there
this snake seller.
than I thought Kassandra was going to be. Okay, so the letter says, now it's time to strike. Pericles' corrupt friend, Medicos, has been oppressed in the poor for too long. Take these snakes, you know what you have to do. Medicos will just be the first. Remember the words of Cleon, let them inspire us all to greatness. Okay. Apparently we know exactly where the snake seller is. They're doing fairly well with the flooded part here. Makes sense they'd have, like, basically slums, though. The elite probably abandoned this area a long time ago. Whenever it started flooding, I suppose. Though on the upside, you know, free fish. Well, as long as the fish come into it, I suppose. I guess that wouldn't always be true. Alright, I don't suppose this guy will just be nice and easy to talk to. I guess we could just murder him. Could we? Ah.
Careful.
Snake
Don't
there.
want to be caught here.
What the? We need to be using spears, I guess, here. It's another bird. Another guy right there. There we go. Guess I could also be doing arrows. This guy's probably already dead. He's not dead. Or maybe he'd be killed by his own snakes. Got this loot, thank you. I could just... Well, it looks like I'm supposed to murder him, actually. Yeah, they're not gonna let me talk to him. Alright, murder it is. Could do an unarmed strike. We might be able to convince him to join us, but no.
I'll end you, Mistios.
He did not die.
You'll feel the sting of my venom.
Alright. Wrong thing. I meant to do this here. There we go.
You can't stop me.
Duck away from that. He's got some great moves here. Didn't do much, but appreciate the thought. Funny he doesn't actually poison, because he's called the poisoner. Oh wow, I'm getting wrecked here. Okay, back up from that. There we go. Now he poisoned his blades. Oh, okay. Backed away from that. Did not get poisoned. Somehow.
His death should keep friends of Pericles safe.
Okay, what loot does he have here? Poisoner's dagger. Oh, that makes total sense, actually. Okay, we're in the yellow. Where are we right now? Ah, okay, so like that'd be the red area, I think. Or this would be over here, one of the two. But they're currently under Athenian control, so I don't want to do this. Okay, well I think that's the quest. Yeah, report to Medicos. Okay, that's easy. Any other loot around here, by the way? Ah, okay. And nothing else. Well, that was worth it. Okay. Easy enough. I probably would have done better with the daggers with that, to be fair. The spear was probably the wrong choice. I took out the spear because the snakes are definitely better handled from a distance. What? There we go. That was weird. It was blocked by a waist-high fence there for a second. If you don't tell her to parkour, she's just going to be weird. If you do tell her to parkour, she's also going to be weird. So it kind of like, you know, all balances out. Okay, well, he'll be happy to know that he's basically safe. And maybe we convince him to work with the people trying to, you know, enact change in his neighborhood. Seems like that would be a good start. Oh, that's right. We can't use doors. Cannot use doors. She actually refuses. Doorknob mechanic technology is just beyond her. Alright, hello there. Again, seems like they should have preloaded this while I was walking towards him, but what do I know?
Looks like your situation's improved since we last met.
The danger has passed for now. But while those monsters are out there, no one is safe.
A group of fishermen tied you up. They were being used by a snake dealer working for enemies of Athens.
What did you do with them?
I showed them the error of their ways and sent them on their way. They won't be bothering you again.
I'm glad no blood was shed. But how do you know they won't return?
I made it very clear that doing anything stupid would make me angry.
Well, that must have been a terrifying experience for them. Thank you for your help, Mistios. I'll be sure to mention this to Pericles.
That's
Okay.
everything Pericles wanted. Time to return to him and find out what these Athenians know about my mother.
Oh, didn't realize it was that simple. Alright. So, that's probably another mission entirely. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Alright. And that is that away. Oh, 210, not too far away at all. This is probably the home of some Athenian leaders. We gotta be careful about this. Yeah, right up there. Actually, is that... Do we need to talk to the... I think we do actually need to talk to the Athenian leader. Yeah, I don't think we need to sneak in, though. I think we... Theoretically, we should be able to walk right through the front door if we need to. Oh, what the hell was that? Weird camera stuff going on all the time here. You guys gonna let me just walk in
We'll be
here?
watching you, Mistios. Ah, at least give them a welcome first. Fine.
Okay.
Pericles welcomes you to his symposium.
Okay. They're totally okay with me walking in here. Good. Though he seems to not be here. Of course not. It's never that easy. I should have suspected. It's never as simple as just finishing the mission and being done with it. It's supposed to be Venus.
Kassandra, it's you!
Oh, hey, Phoebe's not dead.
Phoebe,
You promised we'd see each other again, and now we have.
I also said stay out of trouble.
Which I have. Okay, almost out of trouble.
Okay, how did you get here?
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmi working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe...
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky.
Or she knows exactly who Phoebe was and decided to use her. Okay, why exactly are we dropping all our weapons? That seems like a really bad idea.
I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. We don't want to scare people in there.
You sure?
Well...
Seems like, you know, we should in fact be scary. Seems like that's actually kind of Cassandra's main selling point for the most of her conversations. But I suppose we can try this out.
I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't! Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
Alright, let's do it.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things?
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
Okay, let's see what outfit they have for her here. Probably traditional Athenian, like what? Oh, it's not bad.
Comfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
Huh.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
Simple
No
dagger.
weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
Of course not. I mean, it's a cool outfit. I can see why she wouldn't be used to it at all. There's a couple places to hide weapons, though. She could totally do it. She want to, like, strap one to her leg or something. Though getting to it would be really tough. Yeah, there's no real good, like, movement at all. Hopefully we don't need to fight in here. Alright. What do you want? Why do we have to dress up for this?
Here, Kassandra. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made her grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotus! Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone.
Okay, so looks like we did have the
They may
option not to
look it,
change.
But this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues.
It's a lot of wine you just took there, Cassandra.
Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
All right. I've heard of Sophocles. I don't remember exactly what he's written, but I've totally heard of him. Euripides as well. What's wrong with comedies? I mean, they traditionally end in a marriage. There's usually some stupid comedy of errors part that I really never really got behind. Anyway.
I've heard of Sophocles. In my line of work, it pays to know who the richest and most famous men are.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies.
You should drink more.
Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Socrates is in fact here.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
Where's Plato?
That isn't at all what I mean.
Plato was supposed to be a
Where
student of
is
Socrates.
Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties.
What?
Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Who is this Joker? Why are there naked people at this party? I mean, I guess it's a Greek party. What do you expect? There's a lot of very nearly naked people. Okay.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good, and don't drink too much.
That's a big glass.
Tell me, what does a Misthios like you think of a party like this?
All right. I mean, parties are definitely not my specialty.
This is going to be a long night. Parties should be about vomiting up blood, not vomiting up poetry. These people are so clean.
If these guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just focus on why you came here in the first place.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your brother said.
I mean, it seems like a bad idea to leave her alone to mingle, but sure, go ahead.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
Me too.
All right, so and there's markers above each of these people, so we could probably just walk up to him. That seems dangerous. Just dancing with fire? Mad people here.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
That wasn't a fight?
I've seen lots of fights. That wasn't one.
I really made a fool of myself this time, didn't I? I'm Sophocles, though I'm sure you knew that. And you are?
I am looking for information that'll help me find someone. A Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much.
At least he's aware of himself.
You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous, xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
That was 4 great words right there.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
All right. I mean, it's obvious he does want to make a scene. Let's just straight up tell him.
You want to get Euripides drunk? Are you hoping he's gonna make an even bigger scene than you did?
Ha! We both know that's not possible. But you're a feisty one, to say the least.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
How do you know Pericles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I'm the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Euripides, lover of Asclepios, father of theater, and so on, and so on.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen. You're awfully worked up over Euripides. You sure you're just friends?
I'm never just anything, foreigner. Though I confess, Euripides and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood. Why he slams it with that banal young plaything, Aristophanes, I will never know.
All right, time to get to work.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
Okay, so we talked to one of the servants here. Assuming that's who this is.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
Well, I think we're supposed to go for sweet wine here, right?
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
All right, got the aged wine. We can also get this here, I guess. We can get the olive oil? Okay, I'm not sure why we need the olive oil, but sure. Okay, so then we talk to Euripides here. Who is this guy, I think.
A new face in Pericles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
What does it think? I have a name?
I am called many things. It isn't one of them.
What do you call yourself then? Creature of many names?
Kassandra.
I wouldn't peg you as a Kassandra, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
Just did?
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides?
When I need to relax, I start a fight. For you, though...
Quickly! Bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
Let's see. Let's go with this first.
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine. Let's focus on that first, shall we?
I really want to deck this guy. Let's try this.
You and Aristophanes could both use a drink. Let's play a game.
A competition?
Ah, wonderful idea. Euripides seems quiet, but he never turns down a challenge.
Well, if you brought us some wine, I wouldn't be opposed to showing this young one how we Argives drink.
Okay. Then we'll just go for it. We're not going to ask you the questions.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
Ha ha ha. That's dangerous. I like the look she gave there.
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
All right, have another one.
Ready for more?
I want to get him totally blasted here.
Yeah, I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's have some more!
I think there might be a risk of him passing out here. Let's do at least one more. Rule of threes and all that.
You ready for another?
This wine is terrible.
Wow, he really didn't like it.
You, I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
Now that's interesting.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she'd trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
Never.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
All right. Possibilities. All right, let's think he's well and truly wasted here, so we're ready for this.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
Can't see straight. That's about right.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
And if Pericles doesn't show up to his own parties, like, what's the point? Oh, this woman has a very bad time with that wine. She about to drink it again. I mean, she was about to throw up the wine. She hasn't spilled a single drop of her drink, which is kind of impressive. Are we done? We supposedly had more people to talk to. There's a marker over there. Let's see if we can master the mysterious method of doors here. Here we go. Okay, maybe she... I mean, there are doorknobs here. I don't know, Kassandra. It's a little tricky. You might not be able to do this.
Someone's being hurt. Open this door or I'll kick it in!
I think they were actually...
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Oh, look at you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
No.
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
Okay. Does sound like quite the party, but let's just go ahead and get to... I mean, we already have information we need, but could be additional information here.
I only came to this symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking for. Maybe they're in here.
Seems
She's
unlikely.
not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
All right. Well, fortunately, I've already grabbed the oil, so...
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
That doesn't seem like that's a good idea.
Now, it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Okay, apparently Cassandra knows exactly who that is.
Theatera. I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force, and the only ones there with any smarts.
Ali, come back inside.
Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
Well, 2 different leads in 2 different directions, but again, it is a place to start. So I think that ends it. So I think we just leave here now. Okay, guess we talk to Socrates first. This is Socrates, I think. I might be wrong about that.
Being so new
There we
to
go.
Athens and gaining access to this symposium is no small feat. Though you said there are things you wouldn't do, you gained Pericles' trust so quickly.
I've made my choice.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
Alright, I'm intrigued. What could you possibly be arguing with Socrates about?
You have been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye? You have my attention.
We're discussing the nature of rulers. Where better to do so than here? I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
Ideally, but... I mean, technically, I kind of agree with the first point. Rulers technically are unjust, but they're a necessary injustice in order to further the cause of true justice, but that's a difficult question. We'll go with the first one here.
I've seen enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Pericles is self-serving.
Is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life, self-serving? I'm not sure that's the case.
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different things.
By practicing the art of war, doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades, when a swift retreat would save all their lives?
You're definitely contradicting yourself there.
You just said a general isn't self-serving when he brings order to his troops. Then you said he is self-serving because retreating would save the lives of his men? What are you trying to say?
I never tried to say anything.
But
True
you
enough.
just said those things.
I said the words, but I didn't say anything at all. I only attempted to gain your view on the matter.
You're wasting your time.
This is why they had him drink hemlock.
Aspasia.
Aspasia. Okay, so she's just going to be talking. Did not completely ignored Aspasia. She looks dangerous somehow. Why does she look dangerous? I mean, she came into the room with a very calculating look. Alright, this should be an interesting
I
conversation.
couldn't help but notice your talent for debate. Well done.
Socrates is an interesting character.
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Kassandra can help. Everyone listens when she talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Kassandra will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
You've been spying me. Let's not even try to justify ourselves there.
Your spies have been watching me. I knew you people couldn't be trusted.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
I mean, like, they were tailored for her, actually. So, if you could actually, like, make a spot for weapons, that'd be great.
I'd be more comfortable in these clothes if I had a blade in my hand.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
Alright. Let's be straight up here, then.
I've been searching for a woman named Mirini, my mother. I think she may be in danger, and my search brought me here.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
Okay, we could do that. I don't know, she seems very dangerous. Alright, see if we can find her way. Oh, sorry, lady. Knocked right past her. Pulse. Nothing. Trying to see, like, what way we can do to get up here. I mean, I could climb the walls, but that's probably not what they want me to do. This is the kitchen, right? Can I talk to you, Phoebe?
You just got here. You can't leave already.
It's not exactly true. Do we have to climb up in the walls here? How do we do this? That's the way to the orgy. Oh, here's the stairs over here. Okay. Alright, here we go. Phoebe does not move at all, so don't know how that works. Knock on the door, I suppose. Oh no, so Phoebe has moved. Alright.
Kassandra!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Yeah, well, Aspasia sent us.
Aspasia told me to come find you. She wants you to come down to the party.
She says I don't interact with our guests enough. But these parties aren't for me. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Fair enough. As silent as I let it be, at least.
Phidias was awaiting trial, but you had me get him out of Athens. I figured you, of all people, would want to follow the law.
Phidias is a very dear friend. I didn't want to risk him being found guilty. And, of course, there were other threats.
So you knew?
I know he's delusional, but one day when you have a friend you'd do anything for, you'll understand.
I don't understand why you had Anaxagoras ostracized. Socrates said he was your friend.
I won't risk the lives of those close to me if there's something I can do about it.
So you did this to protect him?
Anaxagoras understood my fears. 10 years may be a long time, but at least he'll be safe.
Why send Antiochos to the fishing district if it's dangerous?
I would never have sent him into danger willingly.
It seems you have many loyal friends.
My people are important to me.
Alright. I guess we kind of sort of have answers to the quest he sent us on.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
You should really take this threat seriously. This cult is not like any cult you've seen before.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Pericles. The cult is coming, and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
Listen to her, Pericles.
The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
And long term.
I'm related to one of the cult members, and I believe him when he says they're coming after you.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
Yeah, some thin leads for sure. We still haven't changed. We still have to. Maybe we have to go downstairs to do it ourselves. All right, so downstairs is not that way. It's the other way. Could jump down. Actually, can we jump down this dress? They will not let us. No parkour in this dress. All right. Dress, toga. What could this be? A dress or a toga? Underneath is probably the toga. The top part's probably the dress. Alright, Aspasia is there, and hey Phoebe, we're about to leave. Do you have my weapons?
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
Yeah, definitely.
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
We're going to all three of these. I guess Chaos would probably be the first one. That would be Aspasia's contact. Argulis, I think... Actually, Corinthia, I think, is like 7 levels below us, so that might be the safest one to go to first.
There is a woman in Corinth I'd like to talk to.
I've heard about that place from Alcibiades. He says you don't go there to talk.
Probably right.
Alcibiades says a lot of things.
He sure does. Before you go, I heard something from Aspasia about Kefalonia.
What is it?
She said there was some sort of plague. You don't think... My friend, the blood fever.
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't our fault. I'll go myself and find out if this plague even happened, okay?
Okay.
We've been there. It
Thanks.
has. It definitely
I knew
has.
I could count on you.
But maybe we can do something about it. Maybe we can... I don't know. There's no way to fix it, but maybe. That'd be something we can do. But that might be actually an actual side quest we just got there, maybe?
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Kassandra!
Well, at least Phoebe's alright. Okay, we did find a cultist clue. Let's see. We know exactly what that is. Oh, we are so close to a level. So close. Alright, see what the cultist clue is here. Although that, would that be here? Letter... Artifact fragment. No, it's not in here, so I guess it'd be all on this side. And it's one of these two. Sage wields a mace, Sage is a strongman. That's useless, and it's also level 50. That might mean he's actually the level 50th arena guy. Maybe. It's hard to tell. What about this? Attica Fort Polmark knows the cultist. Well, that could be good. Attica Fort Polmark. If we look at Attica, we're in Attica right now, right? Yeah. The thing is, if there's any Fort Polmarks in here, I see Athenian. I'd rather not take that out if we can avoid it. We might be able to just take out the Polmark, though. I'd rather not weaken this area, but maybe. It's unlikely they're just going to let us talk to him, though. The other Attica one... There is another Attica Polmark. Nope. That's it. So it's definitely up here, then. Well, shoot. We might have to do it. We just might. What's the other clue we know? I don't see... It's another question mark here. Or another exclamation point, rather. There's this dude, but he's level 45. There's no way. I don't see why it was giving me exclamation point here. Anyway. So let's see. First do no harm. 26. We can totally do this. Yeah, okay, Argolis. So that is the first one. Because I told her we were going to Argolis, and we don't lie to Phoebe, apparently. So Argolis... We've been to Argolis before, I think. We can also go to Kefalonia. Let's see if that's actually a quest. We told Phoebe we were going to do it. Let's see if we actually have it here. Yeah. That's Chaos Island. Okay, interesting. That's a progress bar. Interesting. Fate of Atlantis, level 41. We are definitely not ready for that yet. Complete the Between Two Worlds questline. I have no idea where that even is. Between Two Worlds. Don't see it. Lost Tales of Greece. We have a lot of these now. Do the Prisoner. Okay, we have a lot of stuff to do for Lost Tales of Greece. Apparently we just need to do this story mission to unlock those. Okay. That's Conundrum we're not going to be able to do for a while. Right, that's Spartan Seals. That's the arena. And that's it. Well, and I guess the next thing we do, in order to catch ourselves up a little bit, is do a lot of these Lost Tales of Greece. We won't be able to do them all, but we should be able to thin this out quite a bit here. I guess we just start at the top and just work our way down. I can't seem to select these. Isthmus of Poseidon and Corinthia. So I guess we just need to know this is a thing. Isthmus of Poseidon and Corinthia. Well, there's Corinthia here. Level 26, we can totally do this. So I guess we're gonna go Isthmus of Poseidon. Here we go. Alright, well I guess that's next. Well, that'll be next time. Thanks for watching. This has been Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm Peace Universe here, Peace Universe 2, and I'll see you guys next time.